Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
All right, here we are. What's up, my people? How you doing? This is our first Breath of the Wild video, of which there will be many, I'm sure, as we prepare for the sequel to come out. So I thought it would be a nice way to start by restarting the game and playing through from the beginning. Not that it hasn't been done plenty of times before in many different ways, speedruns and glitching and whatnot.
It will help guide you after your long slumber.
That is the Sheikah Slate. Take it. It'll help you guide after your long slumber. Our cell phone. This game is calming. It gives you a break in between the action. Here's our one of our most useful tools in the whole game. A mysterious tablet with a glowing center. You've never seen this device before, and yet there's something familiar about it. We'll get into that more in a moment. What's up, Civil Boy? How you doing? We are just getting underway here, opening up the first door of the Great Shrine. Now, in this room, for those who know and who those don't, there are two treasure chests where you get a pair of pants, well-worn trousers. These old trousers, threadbare spots, they're falling apart. Surprisingly comfortable. Now here's something interesting. The legs are a bit too short though, right? They tell you that. You go and get the shirt, see if they tell you the sleeves are too short. The sleeves are a bit on the short side. So why is that? Were these clothes made for Link, or were they made, and they shrunk over the time? There's a Zelda theory that it's actually the well-worn clothes that are just like hanging out conveniently in the Shrine of Resurrection for you when you wake up were actually made for a different incarnation of Link. One of the shorter guys. Maybe the Link from Skyward Sword.
Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
So it's my idea in replaying this game, because I've played it actually, this will be my fourth time going through. First time was on my roommate's Wii U. I had access to it, so I didn't have to buy it myself. And we weren't roommates anymore after a while. No bad blood or anything, by the way, just moving on different ways. So I couldn't play the game anymore. And eventually I got my own Switch, which I'm playing on now. And I have since restarted. I haven't gotten as far as I did on the Wii U version. In fact, in that version I played through normal mode, which we're on right now, and master mode. did everything except for defeat Master Monk, what's his name, in Master Mode. Also didn't expand the sword, the Master Sword, all the way in Master Mode. So what we want to do, as experience tells us, is pick up as many things as we can. We'll go talk to the old man. We're going to need everything we can get. Oh, and that happens. Alright. Yeah. For how much I played this game, you'd think I wouldn't have as many button mess-ups as I might have in like Animal Crossing or something, but we'll see. But anyway, my idea in replaying this game here again is that I'm going to learn a whole little bit more about it. I really want to have a good feel for the storyline, and so we're going to go through, get all the memories, anything that has to do with getting the complete... Oh. Wow. When you forget you don't have your paraglider yet. Okay. Alright. Starting from the bat. We'll go down here and we'll talk to the old man in a second. And he will also... Oh, he will have an axe with him. Or is it a hammer? He's going to have something for us. And some apples. And in learning more about this game and really getting reacquainted with it, I kind of want it to also be appealing for people who have never played the game, but maybe have heard a lot about it from people like myself. I have a nephew who I've told a lot about this game, but he's never... Oh! Sorry, old man. Thank you. Oh, shoot. Shoot, hold on. Well, if you're watching this, you can go back and you can pause and you can read what he said. That was my one thing. I want to read like all the things that they say, and I just took my tree branch out and hit the fire and fanned the flame by accident. And he said something, and in trying to put the stick away really quick so that the flame goes out, I exited out what he said, but he seemed mildly offended. Oh, forgive me, I could not resist pulling your leg. He said something snarky. Okay. Please help yourself. Oh, that was just about the apple that I stole. I've seen that one before, yeah. He doesn't need it. If you don't know why he doesn't need it, you'll see by the time we're getting ready to leave the Great Plateau. Help yourself. An apple is a open flame, making it for a succulent treat. It is a bit strange to see another soul on these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who's lived here alone for quite some time now. I hope you'll permit me a question, if I may be so bold. Are you not chilly? Oh, right, I forgot to put the worn clothes on. Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I'll tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. That's cool. That's some new knowledge I'll remember and take with me into the gameplay of the sequel when it comes out. It's something to do with Skyloft reference, maybe? When we go to do the shrines on the Great Plateau, pay attention to the shape, the way that the monks are holding their hands at the end of the shrine. They do some interesting gestures throughout the game. That temple there, long ago, was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. Right on. Thanks, old man. Thanks for the apple. Alright. So the game doesn't give you much direction after that. And then you gotta go around, and like I said, I would just...
Link,
Here we go.
head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
That there is a tower. We're gonna go there, and that'll open up this whole part of the map. A friend of mine who actually got the game before me let me play a little bit of this game on his Switch before before I had my own version, and he thought when he was first playing it that the Great Plateau is the whole map. I gotta stop taking out the stick. All right, restless cricket. See, the thing is about this game that, you know, even though it's an action adventure puzzle game, whatever, it is calming in a way that, like, you see all these bad guys here. I don't have to face them if I don't want to. You can outrun basically everyone. Oh, I knew I was gonna do that. I stopped playing this game for a little while I've been playing Animal Crossing, and apparently the button skills have deteriorated a little bit. What's up, oh? Oh, here we go. Let's take that arrow. We get an arrow before we got a bow today. You know what, guys? Let's just test it out. Let's see. Oh, I have another stick. Let me see. Like, am I already powerful enough to take on a couple of red bokoblins? I want that bow. There you go. Now you can't have it. Ideally, I think I would wait until I got the bombs to go face any bad guys like this. Ah, I get one of them. All right, I think I knocked out one of them. Sweet. That's a little test of our strength right off the bat. Let's heal up a little bit. Nah. This is the game I got the Switch for. Oh, stop it, Link. Alright, so here we are approaching the first little spot on our map. Oh, you. I want your sword. Give me that. Come on. Ah. Alright. Let's switch it up. Cool. We're gonna pick up every little thing that we can. Unlike Animal Crossing, there's no really worries about filling up our inventory. We're gonna hoard like a mother. Right on. So the way I like to approach this game, we're gonna do what we need to do on the Great Plateau. I don't think I do the Great Plateau the way that the game wants you to do the Great Plateau, but I do it a pretty decent enough way, I feel. And then I like to go and get as many of the towers as I can get. And while I'm doing that, I mark off and stop by, open up and unlock so that we can just warp to any shrines that we get near. Pick up the low-hanging fruit. Stop by Satori Mountain a couple times. Fill up on all the resources over there. Alright. It's also not my intention to talk over any of the cutscenes in this game. So anytime I catch myself doing that, I'll stop in the middle and let it go. But we'll let the cutscenes run, because this game is just that kind of game. All right.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
What's up, Blue Kitties? How you doing? All right, so one of the funny things there that Zelda was just saying, hurry, you must hurry before it's too late. And how much time we're going to spend getting OPAF, if you know what I'm saying, before we go fight the final boss, which we can go face him right away if we wanted to. One thing about the clothing that I don't think a lot of people appreciate, even though they know it, is when you open up the fairy fountains and you can upgrade your clothing, how much that helps in battle to stop getting one hit and all that stuff. All right, so my instinct tells me to just jump off and use my paraglider, but I know I don't got that anymore. So what we're doing now is we got to go to these shrines. I think the old man's going to point us in that direction as soon as we get down to the bottom here. All right. Yup. If my memory serves. How you doing, Agent Splat? My, it would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower, and others just like it, have erupted across the land, one after another. It's almost as though a long-dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything occur while you were at the top? I heard a voice. A voice. And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, the vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. It's cool to read that, knowing that the sequel is coming out soon, and lots of things I think we're gonna like pick up on, like when you watch a movie a second time. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching.
Ooh.
I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? I sure do. I had a feeling you'd say that. You're on this isolated plateau surrounded by a wall on all sides, steep cliffs, no way down. If you were to try to jump, well, no death could be more certain or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider, like mine, it would be quite another story. Certainly, why not? There's no such thing as free item in this world, you know. Right on, old man. How you doing, Hannah? Let's see. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? He wants some spirit orcs. Why do I got such a nice voice? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I just have the mic set up in a way that I can just like talk to it as if I was talking to somebody who is here, you know what I mean? So, welcome. Enjoy yourself. We're replaying a game that I love near and dear. Come on, let me show you something. I don't remember having to follow. Oh, he's going to show us the shrine over there. He's actually gigantic. It's a big dude.
Ooh.
You see that structure over there? It's one shining... the one shining with strange light. It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place would house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for paraglider? Fair exchange, I believe. So if you guys don't know this game, you know this old man don't need that paraglider. He's testing us. He's making sure that we're... Oh, wow. Gonna have to get used to that stamina. Oh, right. I missed the sword stuck in the rock or whatever. A little bit further back. That's what it is. There we go. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy sitting in, watching me replay this game, and I'm going to be getting re-familiarized with everything as we get ready for the sequel to come out. And I'm going to be basically playing this game as if I'm showing it to my nephew, who has a Switch, but doesn't have Zelda. He's like 10 years old. So I always talk about Zelda, like we play different games and I'll make my username like I'd rather play Zelda and whatnot just to mess with him. Not even to mess with him, it's just like sort of true. I would rather play Zelda. But yeah, sort of a good video to watch if you're interested in the Zelda series but you don't know much about it. Even though this game's been out for a little while, I figure, why not? I just started playing. Oh, right there, yeah. I just started playing this game, and this is my basic look, though, before getting super into it. Right on, cool. Well, hey, wow. I was just talking about that, and then I see your comment there. The world is an interesting place. So, what you do in this game is you go on an adventure, you explore, and you solve puzzles. I think the most fun thing about doing the live stream for the sequel to this game, so, okay, our cell phone product, I don't think you were here for the very beginning. Our Sheikah Slate is our cell phone. It looks like a phone, it acts like one, it takes pictures, all sorts of stuff. We use it to unlock things in these ancient temples. Sheikah Slate authenticated, distilling rune. There's an interesting theory about the whole series in that they all actually take place in the future. He's like, well, they got like bows and swords and no guns or... But in this game, he's got a cell phone. There's a lot of references to ancient civilizations that were technologically advanced. Right, so now we got our first cool treasure weapon thing. Our phone can be used as a magnet. We got these metal doors here. Get them out of the way. It's actually pretty easy to maneuver the magnet once you get used to it, but it is goofy at first. I gotta take a weapon out. It's a little bit RPG. It's a little bit open world exploration. Oh, but anyway, if I didn't finish my thought a moment ago, with playing the sequel, what's going to be cool is that I don't know any of the shrines, so I guess I could have just done it the other way, but... And a lot of the times there's way more than one way to solve a puzzle. Everything you find you're pretty much going to need for something else. Yep. Boom. The treasure that the old man wants. Now, for anybody who wasn't here or didn't catch me before, pay attention to the way that the monk is holding his hands. We'll see it better than that in a second. They get a little closer in. Isosceles triangle. I'm a humble monk, blessed with the sight of the goddess Hylia and dedicated to helping those who seek to defeat Ganon. Alright, so he's going to bestow a gift upon us. Spirit Orb. One thing I actually, well, Illuminati maybe, it could be, but it's not in this case. It's actually, there's 4 shrines on this Great Plateau, which is the, essentially the tutorial part of the game, right? You're not allowed to leave the Great Plateau until you finish this part. There's 4 parts. Now, Hannah, you're thinking about getting this game. Do you know about the Triforce. Like, do you know about Zelda enough to know what the Triforce is? It's made up of 3 triangles, all pointing in the shape that that monk was holding his hands, and then they're stacked on top of each other in the shape of one big triangle, and in the middle there's an upside down triangle. So what we'll see is 3 of the 4 monks will have their hands held like that, and then one of them will have his hands pointed downwards. Interesting. So they made the 4 monks shaping out the Triforce. It seems you managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. But yes, it's cool that this channel has brought in somebody else who knows about or at least however much you do, about the symbolism of different shapes, specifically the triangle. Very symbolic shape. Clairvoyance. Oh, perhaps just something similar. As one gets older, it can become more difficult to see what's right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. Wisdom coming with age and whatnot. But perhaps that is not true for everyone. Oh, right. Wisdom does not just come with age. You can be old and stupid. The appearance of those towers and the awakening of this shrine, all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. Should I be rude? Yeah, you want to give me the paraglider, please? What do you mean? It's been quite some time since I have seen that thing. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe, known as the Sheikah, inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom saved the kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it is said. It's interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. Right, do you guys think that any cell phone that you have, that you're using right now, would still be in working order 100 years from now? You didn't even have it plugged into a charger. Oh, well, it was plugged in. Yeah, so anyway, these shrines were tucked away in numerous places across the land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me a treasure from each one, and I'll give you my paraglider. Now, that was not the deal.
Ooh.
So, I suppose I changed my mind. I suppose it won't be a problem for a young go-getter like you. Since I'm feeling generous, I'll also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey from looking up from a high point. Let's see here. How about that tower? Oh, you know what? I did have the ability to mark the shrines before I left the tower earlier. I should have done that. I'm afraid not, but don't worry. I have another little trick to share with you for your effort. I took the map on your Sheikah slate. The blue icons, you should recognize the cave where you awoke and the shrine you came from, and the tower. You can travel instantly, right on, yes. So, for anybody who is maybe unfamiliar with this game as well, all these different aspects, I really feel like it's got a little bit of something for everyone. I'm not going to force anyone to like it. I'm going to have to play this game anyway because I started it now. But, God, there's just so many different things you can do. So, anyway, part of something, I had a friend once who was like, I just want a game that has magic and swords and multiplayer. And she could always find one that would have like magic and swords, but it was a single player game like this one. Or it would have multiplayer and magic, but they didn't have swords, etc. So I know about where the shrines are. The one is somewhere over here, then another one, but we're just going to go and mark them. Make it easy on ourselves. Hello, I'm back. I got my phone to half. Oh, right on. Yeah. Had to charge that phone up. That's right. Welcome back. Any lore behind why? Like, why the Triforce in this particular instance? In this particular instance, because it's the beginning of the game, and it's like the symbol of the game. So essentially those three triangles, they are, if I'm not mistaken, they're in every Zelda game. They might not be in one of them. There might be one game that didn't have the Triforce in it. And the three triangles stand for wisdom, courage, and power. These three virtues, right? There's one. And what I really dig about this game is kind of like the spiritual aspect of it. So Link, you're not always the same guy in every different game, and it's not always the same Zelda. There's different, these are different people. I think I'm tagging the ones I need to. Yep, that one's a good one. And essentially Link here is some guy who was born and happened to be of some way that he possesses the spirit of the hero, the chosen guy who holds off the evil that is Demise and Ganon and all that stuff. Zelda is a reincarnated version of the goddess that created this whole entire map, and doesn't want anything bad to happen to it. God, I keep on wanting to jump off the edge and fly with the paraglider. Hold up. Let's... No, I don't have to warp. I'll just run down again. And then the main antagonist... Which one is it? Okay, here we go. The main antagonist it keeps on reincarnating as the demon king that basically put a curse on the hero and the goddess in the very beginning. So we'll know more when the sequel to this game comes out, or when we get more information about it in general, but it seems like this game is the second of a trilogy. The beginning and the end of the story, and this one's in the middle. So yeah, you have Skyward Sword, the beginning of everything. Yeah, so I think the game wants us to go this way. I think that's the way you're supposed to go. And I usually go counterclockwise. But you know what? In the interest of doing it on the stream and keeping things fresh and playing it in a way I've never experienced before, we're going to go... Oh, wait, no. I usually go counterclockwise. They want us to go clockwise. Okay, let's do it. We're going for the yellow one. And, okay, so the final thing about the Triforce there. You have wisdom is what the princess or the goddess possesses. She's the wise one. And courage is Link. It takes a lot of that to do and take the actions that he needs to take to be victorious and whatnot. And then power is the bad guy, Ganondorf. Or in this game, Calamity Ganon, which if I'm going to say anything negative about this game, it's Calamity Ganon is sort of a weak name. Come on. Oh, I just saw a butterfly and I wanted to take out my net and catch it. I've been playing too much Animal Crossing. When I first got this game, I was very confused. Yeah, oh, hold up. I was reading your comment and I almost got zapped. Yeah, it's very easy to get confused because it doesn't give you a whole lot of direction. Can we do it? Oh! Alright, well, that's not the best way in. When you go to the snowy area, make sure to bring some food so you don't... Yeah. I know how to get through the cold. We're gonna go up to the top of the mountaintop and get the warm jacket from the old man, but we're also gonna bring along some spicy food. Let's go this way. I'm going for that ancient piece. That was much better. So this is going to be the bomb shrine. We're going to get some explosives. Another thing about the game that's kind of a staple is a lot of places have very peculiar names. And a lot of the text in this ancient civilization's language, like what you see over here along the walls, and what we'll see as we're going down on the platform. You can translate all these symbols because Nintendo made a like a translator sheet. Get the warm jacket from the old guy. Yep. Easier than using a lot of food. Absolutely. Yeah, I do both. Okay, so you do know this game. Yeah. Yeah, this is also the game that kind of got me in the mode to want to start doing live streaming in the first place. I should have done it way sooner. A lot of interesting thoughts and funny moments and missed footage in the last couple years, but never too late. Oh, when we got the bombs there, it automatically switched to it. All right, so we got something over here. Yeah. No. I was trying to be smooth and efficient with my timing, and that happens. I was not really trying to speed run, but just trying to like keep on moving without stopping. I'm not even gonna try to fix my health because I can do the rest of this shrine without hurting myself. I'm confident enough in that. And then when we get the spirit orb, we're gonna get our health filled up anyway. I believe you get your health filled up when you hit the spirit orb. Oh, there's a treasure over there, isn't there? Look at me. I'm over here like, hey guys, pick up every stick, pick up every apple, every Hylian mushroom, get yourself prepped for what you're gonna need to do in the future. You're gonna need everything that you can find. And then like, is there a treasure over there? Nah, fuck it. Okay, so this one also this is good. Okay, so this one also has his hands in the upwards triangle. This is a good decision that I made to go the direction. I believe this is the direction the game suggests that you go. In this order, I should say. Cool. Oh, you have about 30 hours in, not super committed, lots of walkthrough watching in your future. Yeah. Rancer, you beat the game on easy and now on hard mode, master mode or whatever. Not as easy as it sounds. Yeah, definitely. Well, on easy, it was way to get upgraded beasts and 120 shrines. Yeah, okay. Got all 120 shrines. Gonna try Master Mode. I have played Master Mode already. I played it on a previous... When I had it on... Okay, so I had this game... I had access to this game on my roommate's Nintendo Switch. On my roommate's Wii U. But we're not roommates anymore. You know, just life makes changes over time and whatnot. Okay, we're going to the red one now. And when that happened, I didn't have access to the game anymore. So eventually, I got a Switch of my own, and I started playing over again. But I played Master Mode on the Wii U version and got really far. I did everything except for... Ugh, just get that guy. I'm trying to talk here, bat. I did everything on Master Mode except for beat the final monk boss in the downloadable Master Mode content thing where you get the motorcycle, because I was basically just visiting my former roommate's house at that time, and I was like, I can't play this game when he goes to bed like I used to be able to, because if he's in bed, I'm supposed to not be here anymore. So anyway, then I started playing this game, and when I went to go get this game, I kind of was like, I had a lot of things against getting a Switch, because I was like, oh shit. I was like, I shouldn't go be playing games. I have things I need to actually do. But then the idea of doing live stream came into my head, and I was like, actually, if I was to use it not just to play games, but also to rebuild my YouTube channel and get that thing active again, make some connections with some cool people, a lot of new people, because a lot of people who are subscribed to my channel from when I was active back in like 2007 to 2009 probably don't even sign in on those accounts anymore, or use YouTube, or whatever. So many different things. Come here. Alright. We can get things out of the boxes. That box was not a good example. Oh! Here's how you get a wasp's nest in Breath of the Wild versus how you get a wasp's nest in Animal Crossing. No more wasps. Easy work. Oh. All right, so we got this big mountain to scale, and I'm missing something, I feel. Let's take a quick look at our map. I think I want to go right here. Ahaha. This is the old man's house. Oh, hey. We're supposed to be out in the forest. Don't mind me. You're not going to need this. Well, I don't want to read your diary. Not when you're walking in the front door, anyway. Stop. Trying to take your food. There we go. Howdy. Fancy that, we meet again. What are you doing? After a day like this, I'm exhausted. I'm afraid I'll be needing my bed. You can use my bed if you ever need to rest for a bit. Well, assuming I'm not already in it, of course. There's a fire outside if you're looking to pass the time. Oh, interesting. You know, we could do that, but I don't feel the need. I think the game is telling us to do that because in the daytime, he's out there chopping the wood in the forest, and it gives you the hint about chopping the tree so you could walk across the big gap. We got another idea, though. Oh, here. Oh, nope, nope, nope. While we're scarce on resources, we'll just cook everything up one at a time, and it doesn't really matter too much because we only have 3 hearts anyway. Do you guys know that when he's cooking, let's get in and really look at this. Link makes faces. Get in there. Yeah. And then if we like made something that made rock hard food, he would have a very different expression. Or if we make something that makes gross food. Let's do each of these, one each. Interesting, you get more red peppers or hot spicy peppers to keep warm in the cold when you go the other direction around. There's a spot underneath a platform of bokoblins. This should be all we need, though. Oh, wait a second, I missed some melons, didn't I? Hold up, old man. Don't mind me. Wait, oh, there was, okay. Alright, so we're basically getting ready just in case we lose our way in the cold. We'll cook up the mushrooms 2 each. I don't think that's overkill. Anything that makes more than... Okay, 2 is good. We'll make a couple pieces of food that raise us up 2 hearts. We got some 1s, we got some 2s. We got some special effect. I think I even heard him make a noise like oh, have I done the Master Trials? Yeah. I'm not sure when you wrote that, but I was just talking about that a moment ago. Yeah, I did everything except for get the motorcycle. I almost got the motorcycle. And I guess my goal eventually is to do that. I'm going to have to download the Master Pack thing. Whoa, I didn't know. That's a big barrel. I didn't know you could do this. What? Can we sneak up on bad guys? Are there any bad guys to sneak up on? It'd be funny if I walked down too steep a part of the hill and then got wrecked. Guys, I had no idea this was a thing. Oh, really? I oughta... A lot of the times I like to let the archers live just a little bit longer than the rest of them. So that they feed us arrows. Get out of here. I don't need this anymore. Now eventually, oh, sometimes that happens. But eventually, the arrows don't spawn anymore. It's just going to be dead nothing hitting the ground. Looks like it's happening. The game doesn't want to give you infinite arrows just by one guy standing around shooting at you. But they don't also want this dude to run out of arrows and be no threat. I don't know if it's a noob move to use the bomb or if that's just being resourceful. I think there's differing opinions on that. I personally, if I can get away with it, I'm going to do it. Sometimes it is lame, like if you're using bombs to just kind of chip away at a Hinox from a cliff top where it can't reach you. That's sort of boring because that's going to take forever. The little guys like this, I don't need to be wasting my weak little weapons, what little power they have on these guys. These guys ain't worth it. Ooh, a throwing spear. And my inventory's full. So, let's... Oh, I do like to keep a torch on me at all times. I can get rid of one of these axes. Let's get rid of the one I've been using. On our way up. The specialized spear weighted it to excel as a throwing weapon. I don't really like the throwing weapons. I'm going to use it to jab. It's perfectly balanced to be thrown farther than your average spear, able to pierce targets from greater distance. I didn't know that. It's not going to affect my usage. Okay, so we got to get up there. Now, the game wants us to... Oh, one more. The game wants us to chop down a tree and go across the way. And I've seen it done before, but I've never actually done it that way, so... Maybe the first time I played through, I almost did it that way, but I'm sure I found something else to do. Because... Yeah. Actually, I'll show you guys what I did. I'll show you the alternate method. This works. Oh wait, hold up. Good thing we came back. More bee honey. Oh, stop it. More lots of stuff. Oh yeah, you got the Master Sword and Beast Power upgrade. Beast Power? What are you talking about? Cool. So a lot of people don't know it, but you can actually just climb across. You can. It looks like it's too far, and it's definitely probably easier coming from that way to over here. Watch me do it, and if it actually doesn't work out, then you can say I told you so. But I'm pretty certain that even though we don't have the greatest stamina... Oh, I tried to experiment. That was not because it doesn't work. I saw a little piece of the cliff ledge there, and I thought I could use it to step up on and get a little pinch of my stamina back. Apparently I don't know the physics as well as I thought I did. Still don't know why the old man likes cooking apples. They get way too mushy. But I'm not sure the physics apples in Zelda. Oh yeah, I mean, the things he keeps in his pockets, right? You go around collecting stuff and all the raw meat that he's just putting in his pockets. And the drumsticks and the... See? Plenty of health to spare. Okay, so now we're underneath where we need to be. And there's plenty of little ledges here. So the game doesn't give you direct pointers on where to go. Oh god. Did not see you guys there. TTYL. I don't think they can reach me anymore. Later, suckers. Got bigger problems. The game doesn't directly tell you what to do. But if you look around and you think about it for a moment, you gotta be a little clever. It tells you exactly what to do. Why would there be these little pieces of cliff ledge things here lined with these mushrooms that you can pick up if it wasn't a good path to climb? You know what I mean? There we go. Checkpoint. Get your stamina back. I guess one thing that'll be interesting difference in going this direction as opposed to all the other times I've played this game is we're gonna hit the shrine before we get the warm jacket. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of my idea. In addition to playing through the game, you know, and getting yourself, basically, we're gonna go through and get OP, as they say, overpowered. This is the only Zelda game where the more you play it, the farther you get in it, the easier it gets. All of the other ones, you know, you face harder bosses and stuff like that. We're gonna get to a point where nobody stands a chance. And so part of that is like, one example would be these mushrooms that we're picking up. You can use those to cook them to climb faster, right? Or you can sell them and make some money. Or you could, you can cook them and sell them and make a little bit more money. Alternatively, you could use them to give to the fairy and upgrade certain articles of clothing. That's what I prefer to use my items for, if not for anything else necessary for a mission. You know, there's missions where you need a bunch of bundles of wood, stuff like that, whatever. But I don't like to use any of my resources to sell to make rupees, because I have a much more efficient way to make rupees, and it's not a secret. It's the snowballing game, but I don't know if anybody does it. I mean, they're definitely very similar to the way I do it, but I have a little system that works really well. You make, I think, 5,000 rupees in like about 6 minutes or something like that. It might be more than that. And you can just keep on doing it over and over and over and over again. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We don't even have all of our runes yet. Now we have Magnesis, so it's a good time to tell you guys about the Shrine of Resurrection. This thing that we have now freezes things in space temporarily, right? If you were paying attention and you notice they say that Link was asleep for 100 years, it's like, damn, you look good for an old dude, my boy. Right? This guy's supposed to be over 100 years old. No way. It's because he was frozen in the pool of stuff in the Shrine of Resurrection. He was set. There we go. Actually, is there something over here? Nope, guess not. Oh, it's up here. I'm just gonna go for it. I don't think you need to freeze it to... There we go. Sweet! Oh, we'll get rid of one of these pot lids. Oh. Yup. Did you know, Pony, if you use a shield to deflect the arrows, you get... Oh! No, I did not know that. Beast power equals divine beast power. Oh. Yes. Yeah, the first one I like to go for is Rivali, so that you can jump up really high. It makes getting around the map and all that stuff really efficient. Especially because I don't like to up my stamina until I've gotten the Master Sword, and then once I have the Master Sword, I'll go for the stamina for a little while, because you got plenty of hearts at that point. So, do I even want the hammer? I don't really need it. I think it's less powerful than one of these Boku clubs. Let's drop it really quick and find out. Oh, it's a 12. Never mind. That's alright. We'll take it. I want to try something though, guys, because like I said, I don't mind the weapon durability stuff that people hate on this game for. I actually kind of like it, but in the very beginning of the game, I conserve. So, or especially until I get the Master Sword, I conserve. I'm just gonna do it with my bombs. I think that's good. Yup. Doesn't have to go flying, bouncing all over the place. I know you can do a shield jump over this little gap right here and totally bypass that rock, but I'm not all about that. I would spend way more time trying to jump over the gap and then missing and falling down into the great deep pit of bottomlessness. It wouldn't be worth it. I'm not that type of gamer. Very casual. This one has the upside down triangle. So we had, I guess, the two bottom ones. Now we got the one in the middle that's upside down. And the next monk will be holding the upright triangle. What's up, B? I actually used the unfinished capture. I actually used the unfinished capture card. What do you mean unfinished capture card? Are you talking about the thumbnail? Also, hi. I am on the Great Plateau. Started from the very beginning of the game for, I don't know, make it a playlist, you know, if anybody wants to watch some random generic gamer guy play through Breath of the Wild and have a good time and just enjoy. You know, I know we all do different things are different, or the same things are different ways. So this game has been played through before, but not the way I'm going to play through it. Just like music or writing or any other creative venture you could go do. All right, so now we're going for purple. Let's take another peek at our map, guys. I'm spoiled by how you can look at this map too. So when I go to Animal Crossing, I'm just like, hey, how come I can't move my cursor around and zoom in really nice? So this is the cold area, and I believe this is where we get our warm jacket. If not, it's over here. I hope it's over here though, because I'm just gonna make a run for it. So as soon as it starts getting cold, we're gonna eat our warm, spicy food, keep us going. And we want to get up as high as we can. We want the high ground. There we go. It's so cold. Whatever. Okay, sorry. Alright, where is it? Here we go. 2.5 minutes is probably all we're gonna need. But we got 5 minutes total if we need it. Oh, here we run ourselves into a dead end here. No. I'm not even gonna be bothered by those guys. Although, I should climb up to the top of this pole. I bet you this is where we get our first Korok seed. And Korok seeds, for those who aren't aware, that's how we're going to expand our inventories as the game progresses. Suppose not. Well, that stinks. That would have been okay if I had my paraglider. I could just jump from there to the rocks. Alright. I don't even consider this a glitch. I think it's just a button combination that does a weird thing. And so I allow it in my gameplay. The only thing that I do is whistle running. And whistle running, for those who aren't aware, I'm relatively new to it myself. In fact, sometimes I gotta like stop moving for a second just so I can get my fingers in the right position, because it's a weird way to hold the left Joy-Con. But when you press the button to whistle, and then you mash, you don't hold it. You have to press the B button to sprint. Yeah, this is where we get our coat. Oh, we're gonna be perfect timing. We would have had plenty of time to spare if I didn't mistake that pole out there for a place to get a Korok seed. We might be just on time. Or maybe if I was demonstrating whistle running right now, we would definitely be on time. But anyway, whistle running is great because it's a way to move about as fast as you would when you're running regular, but you use no stamina. In fact, your stamina will go back up while you're using it because the game doesn't know that you're running. Aha, enjoy gazing out here in the world. Wow, I butchered that. I enjoy gazing out at the world from here.
Ooh.
This may be the best place to get a full view of the entire plateau. Did you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate? Look through it and you can stick a pin anywhere you'd like from the mark on the map. The pins on your map serve as a reference points for the travel. Just stick a pin anywhere you're interested in. How do you know? Just a few tricks I picked up after many, many years in the wild. You may take my advice or leave it. I like this dude. It's too bad he's dead. Oops, spoiler. Go ahead and take a look for yourself. Feel inclined to do so. Alright. You did well to make it this far without the proper clothing. Please take the warm doublet as a reward for your tenacity. A warm pullover typically worn by mountain folk. Its sturdy fabric and thick gloves are great at retaining body heat. It is poor at protecting you from damage. It's a trade-off. I thought you might be eager to see how it looks. It's quite fetching. Well, I suppose it matters not. It is yours now. You take care of it. Put it on before it gets too cold. Believe me, bro. That's why I'm here. Now, come on now, guys. Everybody who played this game thought when you get this thing at the very beginning of the game that this is like your first piece. This is the green tunic. You know? It's just a regular old green jacket, though. When I first played, I spent like a week up there. My dad did it, and it took him an hour. Hey, Great Man. Or Gratman, Great Man. Is it Great Man or Gratman? I'm just noticing now that there's not an E, but you had grapes on your head, I think, in Animal Crossing. Yeah, let's see. I am an hour and 16 minutes into the stream, it says right now, and I just am about to go for my final shrine. God, I keep on wanting to just jump and float down. Should I do it? I'm gonna try it. There we go. We're good. We're the hero of the wild. Your dad must be pretty good if he beat it in an hour. But the first time I played it through, I'm not sure if I spent a whole week up here, but I definitely spent like a long time. Because I was just like exploring. Yo. Aha. Did I just take the best route? Grape Man. That's what I thought. Yeah. Because you had that hat with the big purple balloons on it that were looking like they were supposed to be grapes. I love the music in this game too. Like, it's the most relaxing adventure game I think that's ever existed. Another fun thing about this game that came straight from a Nintendo is this is like how they always wanted to make a Zelda game, but the technology just wasn't there, you know? So when you see like the old games where you're moving square to square, up and down, down and up, get lost into wherever. All right. This is the freezing of water. If you throw a weapon at the end when you're failing, or when you're failing, yeah, and swap, you can cancel fail damage. Yeah. Or when you're falling, you said, yeah. Yeah, I know how to read. When you're falling, yeah, you can get cancel fall damage. That is another one that I know about, and I have. That's the one that I'm. You know what? I'm just not going to use that one because I'll have the paraglider here in a second. So, canceling fall damage is one that I'll save more for the gamers that like to do like the glitch and the speedrun type stuff. Like I said, I'll do whistle running, so running around doing the whistle thing. But that's as far as I go with like tricky, glitchy things that you can do in the game. Don't you run away from me. Not even worth it. Boom! Alright. I thought there was something else up here somewhere. Ah, yes. How do I get over there? Oh, wow. Wait, how do I do that? Oh, I know what to do. Hold up. Back in again, Rancer. Yo. Do I have the expansion pass? It makes the game extra fun. I don't have it at the moment, but I have played the crap out of it before. I had it on the version of the game that I didn't actually belong to me. It was my roommate's, and I had access to it. But when we weren't living together anymore, then I lost access to all that stuff. I'm gonna get the expansion pass, but to start the game off, you don't need it. If I was playing in master mode, obviously I would, but tell you the truth, guys, I like master mode, but there were some parts on there that I was just like, what was Nintendo thinking? It was so difficult, it wasn't even fun. Like, I knew what I had to do. I knew how to do it. I just couldn't do it. There you go. There's your final triangle. It's much more manageable in this mode, but I wish I could get a blend of the two. I would take the enemies recharging. That's fine. Being more difficult to kill. Having the Lionel on the Great Plateau, fine. Give me all that. But don't make the Trial of the Sword so crazy. And I had a really hard time fighting Waterblight Ganon during the Champion's Ballad trial when you go back over there after having the one-hit obliterator for a little while. With this, you would now acquired all the spirit orbs from the shrines on the plateau. Ho ho, oh ho ho. Extraordinary. That means it is finally time. Link, it is finally time for me to tell you everything. But first, meet me over there. I'll tell you over there. I can't tell you here. You gotta meet me over there. We're going to the Temple of Time. I do remember the first time I played through this thinking that was kind of a goofy request. Like, meet me over there, where on your map it creates an intersection at the crossing of two imaginary lines. Like, bro, you said one spirit orb. I got you that. You asked for 3 more. I got you that. You disappeared on me and told me to come find you with a puzzle clue. Ooh, that could have been way worse than it actually was. Oh shucks. Yeah. All right. I'm supposed to go build the bridge across, and now I think I'm doing something dumb now. This is where we derail. Okay, I'm gonna have to make my way around this cold ass lake. I was supposed to go over here. Shit. Yeah, I was definitely supposed to go this way. It's not too late. It's actually... It'd be easier to get over here than to go that way. Fuck it! Actually, if... Can you just skateboard down the way? What's that? Oh, nice. Okay. There we go. We want these guys because these guys are going to be helpful to upgrade. Oh! Jesus. When pressing the wrong button goes really wrong. These guys are helpful for upgrading our cold armor, which if we're going to go to Rito Town sooner rather than later and get Rivali's Gale, we're going to need that stuff. I think we're going to need some of these guys too for like to get up. Okay. Man, this part I did not do right the first time I played through. I really got messed up. Oh, you just trying to play the game, dude. Get out of here. Well, we don't need this axe anymore. The axe is lame. It looks sweet as fuck, but it's kind of lame. Get rid of that. Slight upgrade. Oh, get out of here. I said get out of here. Wait. Get out of here. Actually, I think this skeleton arm is an upgrade over the club. Yep. We want... Oh. There we go. Yikes. That just happened. I thought I had pretty good placement. I meant to jump onto the platform and I just ran over it. You'll have that. Master mode is a bit easy because I have the Wolflink chip card. Max hearts, it's also easy because I have Majora's Mask. And yeah, so know how like the fish people, divine beast, the Zoras is supposed to be the hardest or whatever. I did it first and regretted so much. Where did I spawn from? All the way up here? Okay. I'm out of here. Oh, I don't have the thing marked on my map anymore. Going this way. Alright. Almost did that one up again. Later, suckers. Alright. Much better. Get some more resources here for later. Okay. Let's do this right this time. I think what I'd really like to do, well, we'll find out, because it always seems like editing videos is the death of me, and that's why the live format is working out for me. To take this game, this footage that we got going on here, and you guys are here for the live stream, you're just here for the everything, right? We're just chilling, and the game is going through uncut, unedited everything. See, here's where some more red peppers are going to be. But some people might want to watch without having to watch me replay certain parts where I died by doing something stupid. And this game is really easy to go through and just say, oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's just cut that part out and keep on rolling. Okay, so now we made it across that frozen lake area. We need to go, I think we need to go right there, but this is good enough, right? There. Away we go. So I think that would add watchability value because, like I said, this video is an hour and a half long now. But if you cut out death and load time and, you know, maybe running through the field for a little while to get to whatever place for certain things, feel like that would be good for some people too, but I should only say so much because, like I said, editing videos is typically what burns me out the most. I'd rather just do the live thing and see how it goes for a little while. These other plans could be for the future someday. I think I'm a little bit up too high. I should be making my way down lower. Well, we'll figure it out. We still got a little ways to go. Actually, nah. Let's just rock. Hey. Where? There we are. There we are. Oh, what's that? Oh, I don't need tree branches anymore. I'm beyond tree branches. Oh, here's the sword in the stone I forgot about before. Oh, and boom, our first Korok seed. Happened just like that. Not Hetsu, but you can see me? I didn't know your kind could see children of the forest. Well, if you run into Hetsu, please return this to him. So he called himself a child of the forest, right? The word on the street is, in the Zelda world, is that the Koroks are the children of the forest in Ocarina of Time. So they evolved or de-evolved into these Korok creatures. A lot of people got faked out by this sword in the stone, seeing it the first time, thinking that, oh my god, is that the Master Sword already? I mean, it's a sword in the stone. Fake. Rusty broadsword. Do I need it? I'm actually wait, I thought I got rid of this. Shit, I must have messed that up. Is this more powerful than that? Most def, double. Away we go to see our old man friend. So you know how like the fish... Oh yeah, okay, I read that one. So you thought water blight was the most difficult? Oh, wait a second, I got something to do here. I thought water blight was definitely the most difficult on the Champions Ballad. Just the little spear and the unadvanced Zora armor. Like, I got my butt whooped so bad. Oh my god, for the longest time I thought that whenever I liked someone did it at the same time as me. Like, this is playing on my TV, so I realized I give it 2 likes without even knowing. Oh, if you give it 2 likes, doesn't that make it like it and then like unlike it? Not dislike it, but just like undoes the first like. I do some writing on Medium. I've been meaning to write more on there this whole past April, but just different things kind of took it out of me. I wasn't able to really... I was getting in my own way. But what's interesting about that is instead of likes, it's claps, and you can clap as much as you want. I think you can clap up to 50 claps. It's a very interesting, different approach to the like button thing. Speaking of likes and claps and dislikes and whatnot, make sure you guys either click the like or the dislike button. Like it or hate it. comment, subscribe, do whatever. It really does help the YouTube algorithm know that this is something that people are watching and checking out and having a good time with or whatever. Helps me know
Well done there,
that people are digging it or that I got something to work
the
on.
time has come to show you
Oh,
who I truly
cutscene.
am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
The paraglider, an item that you receive from the king on the Great Plateau. It allows you to sail through the sky. Press X to use it. Alright guys, got one of our most useful items in the game. Now, the game is directing us to go to Kakariko Village, and we can certainly do that. I'm sort of kind of have it on my mind to do so. And then from there, we got a lot of other things we can do. Oh, King Rome. With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. What's kind of interesting about this game is it's sort of, I want to say sad, but I feel there's a different word for it. King Rome, I think that's it. I've told you everything I can. This man here, he was the old man, playing around as the old man, but he's actually the king of Hyrule in ghost form, in spirit form. And he's a defeated man, He was pushing his daughter to do the things she needed to do to fulfill her destiny, and he pushed her, stressed her out, and it didn't work out the way that it was supposed to. Or, I guess, if everything happens that happens is supposed to happen, then it didn't happen out the way they'd like. Oh, cool. I thought my inventory was going to be full. Right, so we don't necessarily want to just hop off the island quite yet. I want to take a peek at what we're going to do. So we're kind of right in the middle, right? I know that this tower is going to be saved for later. That one's going to be tough. This one I think we can do. I think we can do most in this area. And then this one I kind of forget exactly where it is. It's like somewhere down here. Anyway, we might as well go towards Kakariko Village, and on our way that direction, we'll get whatever tower is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yikes. One thing I'm wait till we get to is when we're doing shrines where you have to use the accelerometer inside the Joy-Con. It's gonna be nuts. All right. Someone who's good at this game, Matthew Mommy says. Haha. Yeah, well, you should watch me play, man. I'm pretty decent. I'm all right. I'm pretty all right. I wouldn't say I'm super awesome at this game, although I should be better. But I'll tell you what, I notice small little details of things, and I'm a good learner. So I do pick up on very efficient ways to take care of certain tasks. So if that's what you're referring to in this game, then welcome, yeah, and thank you for subscribing. The giveaway is going to be, it's looking like it's going to be sooner and sooner, right? Keeps on getting more. We got like 30 new subscribers last night. I think it's going to be a couple prizes, not just one. We'll have like a main prize and a secondary something or other. All right, so it looks like we'll go for the red one, and then that'll put us on the path towards Kakariko Village. That's essentially exactly what the king was telling us to do. And if I'm not mistaken, yep, that's the one. Let's rock. We can always come back to the Great Plateau and use the nighttime to see some shrines that we'll want to go to later in the game. I like to do things linearly and just go boom, boom, boom from one thing directly to the next. So that doesn't necessarily mean that I don't make pit stops and that I don't do little tasks here and there. But what I want to do is unlock a good portion of the map right now. So objective A is get to the towers and get up some towers so we can open up some map. Oh, who'll be firing some arrows at me? You there. I ain't got time for you. Although, I do want your arrows. I don't even see where you're at anymore. Alright, we're done arrow farming. Let's rock. Yeah, you know, I'm just riffing on your comment there. Oh wait, let's see. You're a pro? Yeah. You may be better at this game than me. One thing I gotta work on is getting good at shield parrying. Reflecting the beam from the Guardians back at them. That I could definitely use some improvement. Because I usually, like, the first time I played through this game, my technique became just wail on these guys. They can't hurt me that bad. I got my armor all upgraded, 4 stars, lots of food. I have way more HP than them. It's only a matter of time before I whoop them. Give me a silverback Lionel. Nothing. So I would just rock on. Oh my god, speaking of rock on. Man, synchronicity is a hilarious motherfucker. But I never got to a point in this game where I was like practicing certain things once I found something else that worked. So I never got that great with shield parrying. That's one of my goals for this playthrough, is I'm going to work on that, which means going to the basement prison area of Hyrule Castle and taking... Oh, hey! Taking the Hylian shield out of there. Whistle running. Yeah. I can do whistle running. That one I know how to do. You know how to run without using stamina. Actually, running without using stamina doing whistle running is the only quote-unquote like glitch cheat thing that I will do. I do that. Or I should say I do that. Do is redundant. Stamina. Kenny bro. Or Kevin bro. Right. I ran away from the big stone talus, and I thought I could take those little guys, and I got punched in the face by a rock. Let's not do that again. There we go. Big one. Oh yeah, here, I'll demonstrate. I know how to whistle run. It's gonna come, especially, my one question about whistle running that I just never really knew for sure how it works is you don't hear Link whistling right now anyway, right? But is he whistling? Like, do the bad guys in the game hear him going like woo 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 woo? Yeah, it's just a time saver, I guess. It is a weird kind of a claw grab on the left Joy-Con. Making our way down the bridge. Oh. I forget if I want to talk to this person. Is this person a Yiga? A little Yiga bitch? I think you're just a traveler. You know what? Fuck you. I don't want to talk to you. Stranger traveler. So there's our tower. I'm pretty sure this one is no big whoop, dog. You know what I mean? The game feeds you an easy one. Go to Kakariko Village. You'll see. Follow the road. There's a tower right along the road. Ain't got much to think about. We're still giving you a little bit of training wheels, but you know, the first time you play through this game, you really got to be paying attention to a lot of stuff to really catch some of it, or just read through the text. Apparently, I mean, the king told us everything we needed to know. All right, this is something we'll want to do. Oh, you guys, fuck you guys. Ah, all right. Hey, you can't get me here.
Yep.
Oh, that didn't work. Alright, give me your balloons, guys. Fishes. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Shit, I was not... No! Okay, yeah, what was that you were saying about me being good at this game there, Matt? The issue is I'm so used to having way more stamina from playing on my previous file. Alright. I just lost all those fish too, didn't I? Damn it. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. This is... That's all my food? Oh, no, yeah. I got food. I was gonna say. Alright. I'm back and forth with this game here right now. It's a struggle. Are the fish gone? There's only a few? We'll take out the fish first. I guess 3 is better than nothing. Let's get this thing out of the way, get the treasure underneath. Do we only need 1? We'll use 2. I think 2 should be more than enough. I mean, honestly, we could just use the stasis and knock it out of there too. Oh, here we go. Here's another thing. You guys, anytime you see something goofy, like why is there a hole in the ground and a big boulder next to it? Like there's something to do. Hold the whistle button and spam the run button. Yeah, I know how to do it. You see, I know how to do it. Shield parrying is hard as fuck. No doubt. Oh, that person on the bridge wasn't a Yiga person? I didn't think so, but then the little scowl of the facial expression, I was just like, you know what? I don't need to be bothered. Those guys ain't nothing anyway, but when we're this early in the game, and I've definitely had I've definitely had better playthroughs before, but it's sort of like driving. If you ever notice when you're driving, if you're driving by yourself, you pay attention a little bit more than when you're driving with you have a passenger because you're conversing. Is it gonna get cold over here? No way. Okay, I gotta pause here for a second because I want to see. No way, Octo, dude, I'm trying to talk. Where did that come from? I think he can't get me here. Yep, I think I'm safe. I want to read your guys' comments really quick. The Eagle will try to sell you bananas, and they say, "I love it." Yeah, I know they love bananas. They go crazy about bananas. They go bananas. I'm just scrolling up for a second, and I see some of your guys' comments there with the stuff. The whistle running is the only glitch I know. The Yigas, we hates them. Yeah. How do you know about the infinite jump glitch? Oh, I've seen the infinite. So there's a YouTuber. Actually, I think he's mostly a Twitch streamer. And he's got a very popular YouTube channel as well. His channel name is Point Crow. He does a lot of Breath of the Wild playthroughs with like challenges and like, is it possible to beat the game using only one stick? You know, well, yes, it is, but he uses glitches to do it. So is it, or is that, you know? But it's fun to watch his stuff. I think they were gone. Hannah says, Matthew, as far as I know, he doesn't play with glitch. Yeah, right, okay, right. Oh, you guys know Point Crow? Kevin, you gotta go? Right on. Oh, and Matthew, you're heading out too? Alright, I gotta go. See you on another Breath of the live stream soon, please. Yeah, I want to do more Breath of the Wild. I'm pumped that people are here enjoying it because, like I said, I mean, like, the game's been out for a while. I definitely could have started doing this a long time ago and it would have been more relevant, but we got the sequel coming out soon. I just started getting active on my YouTube channel after over a decade, so this is the kind of stuff I want to do. This is the kind of game I've been playing. When I play it, a lot of interesting thoughts pop up, and I figured I might as well start sharing them. See if other people think the same or get value from it. We learn from each other a lot so far. One thing between playing this game versus playing Animal Crossing is it's a lot harder to keep up with the live chat comments when playing this game because there's a whole lot more paying attention in this game. Like, I can look down now, I guess. Yo, Moth Mod is back, huh? Not human moth, not human. But yeah, I really love the story of this game. Honestly, I think my favorite story in Breath of the Wild is still Skyward Sword. I'm just a sucker for the original or the origin of the legend, right? If Skyward Sword was done with this style, that game, because this is the best gameplay in a Zelda game, but the best story, I think. But even the story here is fantastic, and what I think I'm going to get more out of it is going through and doing the memories, remembering your memories. I'm sure we're going to see things in there that I didn't pick up on the first time that are going to apply as the sequel starts getting closer. Or even just knowing what we know so far from the first trailer that we have. Keeping Up with the Moths, new hit TV show, coming to Mothman's channel sometime whenever. Boom. Cool. So what I'd like to do, guys, we're up here in the tower. Oh, they're going to tell us about the shrine sensor. Very nice. Thought we already had that. Wasn't sure. So the sensor reacts when you get close to a shrine. We'll see how that demonstrates in a little bit. Watch it on Moth TV. The taste of clothing. Okay. All right. So hey, I'm gonna make my way to Kakariko Village, and I think that would be a good time to end the stream. I want to keep the because there's actual story to do in Breath of the Wild, and there's like things that, you know, with Animal Crossing, it's maintain your island every day. Maybe you do certain things a little bit differently, but it's a lot of like the same thing. This is going to be kind of a lot of the same thing, but in totally different ways. So I want to break the streams into digestible bits that have the same kind of thing going on. So we just beat the Great Plateau. Oh yeah, I can still use my Spirit Orb. I haven't upgraded anything, but we were directed to go to Kakariko Village, so we got our first tower aside from the Great Plateau, opening up part of the map. We're gonna make our way over here to Kakariko, and then I'm gonna end the stream, wrap things up, and catch you guys tomorrow. I like to have upfront full disclosure with my viewers. I guess we're going up. Oh, you know what would have been smart would be to continue to follow the road. But let's see. We actually... Nah, we still got a while. But... Shucks. Hold up. Yeah. Let's just retry that jump. we're gonna do that better. Reviewing lights for a moth. 10 out of 10, of course. You guys are silly. Okay, this time, yeah, just like the king said, go in between the two peaks. Actually, there is going to be a shrine down here somewhere. I don't particularly... Oh! Stay up, stay up. Oh. I didn't even know I killed myself. I thought... I'm not used to getting one-shot by bombs. That's why the first thing we're going to do is expand our hearts. Oh my... Tony, oh my god, did you watch Keeping Up with the Moths last night? Oh my god. Alright. Third time's a charm, guys. Yep. I want to stay on this side because I believe this is the side the shrine is on. Easy come, easy go. There we go. But here's the thing, guys. We're not going inside the shrine right now. We're going to unlock it so that we can go to it anytime that we want. And then we're going to save a bunch of shrines, and then we'll just knock out a bunch of shrines on a future stream. Right now, we're going to Kakariko Village. Oh, what's this? Yes, cool. I suppose we can drop one of these shitty bows. Oh right, it's saying that another one's nearby, but I don't think we need to worry about that one right now. That one is I think one of the ones at the top of the Twin Peaks. I'm good. Oh shit. Idiots. Wow, I'm actually, you know, there was part of me that didn't want to engage in any kind of battle too soon before I was ready, but that just upped my confidence. I mean, I know I blew them up and shit, and really took them by surprise, but I did that all by myself. Boomerang, lamest weapon in the game. But it's better than this rusty sword. Well, let's get rid of this club. We can still use it to hit people with. Let's fix ourselves up right quick. Oh, I didn't realize this one was going to be here. This one I never really figured out how to do it properly. So I think the way I get in here, maybe this is the proper way. I don't know how to get out of this shrine. That's what it is. So I just like climb over the side and get hurt a little bit. It sucks that I really can't afford to get hurt too much. Oh, did it. First try. Let's get this stable on our map. Oh, wasn't really coming to talk to anybody. The guy at the apple stand said we could take those apples if we want them. That's the plan. You guys are basically saying you're allowed to steal that and you weren't going to ask permission, but it's okay. Do we want to feed the dog some? No, we're not even going to feed the dog any apples right now. We're not here to do anything except for just get the thing on the map. We're approaching things on a very linear progression. Okay, there's the dot. We'll follow the road to Kakariko. I don't want to feed the dog the apples and get the treasure, because when I go to do that later in the game, and that's the only one that I got, but I was like, oh, I know I got one, but I can't remember which one it was. It'll mess things up later. So we're just gonna go through knowing that we haven't touched any of them. We got stuff to do. That said, treasure chest. All right. Yeah, it's an interesting little dynamic I'm playing with here, I suppose, going from starting off my YouTube stream fiestas with Animal Crossing, and now going into Breath of the Wild for a little bit. I'm going to be balancing the two, but eventually Zelda is going to totally take over. I hope the two different groups can... it seems like there's a lot of crossover. People like both games, but some people like one or the other, and they don't want to watch both. So I have to be mindful of that as well. Truth be told, though, Animal Crossing is something I'm playing now that I'll be playing for a little while, but when I stop, I'm probably going to be stopping for a long time. There will be one random video that comes out where it's just like, oh my god, look at this deserted wasteland place that was a deserted place that somebody moved into and then moved back out of again. I also buy all sorts of things. Gemstones in particular. What do you got today? What do you got? Actually, I should try to sell him a couple things, because we want, I think it's just $100 when we get into Kakariko, so that we can go to the fairy fountain and get our first ability to upgrade stuff. Okay, he's got some arrows. I'm kind of interested, but again, we don't have any money. Let's see what we can sell him. This is like the only time I'm going to sell my resources to make money. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Dang. If we sell all our food, we're at like 94. Okay. Dang. I wish I could do it all in one grouping.
Yay! Wow! Yay!
We're not selling him the apples. The apples, we have a much better buyer in Rito Village. Actually, one might also say it's probably a smart idea to get the at least get the gear to go to Death Mountain and stop by there with a bunch of apples before we go to Rito Town. That's something I just realized would be a good idea for this stream. 18? I got 6 of them. I only need 6 rupees. Hey, oh, but I only got 1 of them. Let's sell him 2 peppers.
Wow!
Okay. Continue on the road to Kakariko. What is this? Does this tell us some stuff? Oh, Hetano. Right on. Our future home. Just checking around. There's a noise over here, and there's also, I want to make sure this isn't a, yeah, that's what I thought. They're giving me a bunch of rocks over here. So what I like to do is give myself a little extra platform, so if I fall short, it still might slide through the gate. Sort of like that. Sort of. Oh, I felt sort of good about that one. It was on, but I wasn't close enough to the edge. Yep, I thought that was too far to the left. Feel good about that one? Oh! Yep, there it is. Send it in the fan. Oh, okay. Somebody got some new art they just drew up? Nice. Yeah, definitely drop it in the Discord art channel. Link is in the description of the video. Timmy and Tommy have a machine gun and these going rapid. Timmy and Tommy does sound like some gangster names. I know you talked about those rascally little squirrels. Boy. I guess, you know, once you go to Kakariko the first time, probably every other time that you go there, you just warp there. I didn't realize it was such high elevation. Right. Didn't work. Alright. What's all this over here? There we go. Got some herb. Actually, probably one of the more entertaining things about this game are the mildly suggestive themes. It's what got it its rating from the Board of Game Raiders or whatever it's called, ESRB or whatever. It says it on the back of the box. Mildly suggestive themes. Yo, Hetsu! Dude! What up, my boy? I don't got much for you. I got 2. I think that's enough for 1 upgrade. Too bad, I don't have 3. Do I have 3? I only have 2. Oh yeah, your maracas. Oh, but that's okay. He's actually gonna, for saving his maracas, he's gonna help us out. Give us a couple on the house. You guys hear me? Here I come. Idiots. Okay, look out. Oh, I tried to get into my menu to eat some food really quick. Oh, but I made a boo-boo. I sold my food to make some money. Challenge accepted. We're doing this. We're getting by. We're going to be slick enough to beat these guys. And I don't need no food to do it. And I'm going to do it on my second try. First thing that we're going to change from our previous strategy is we're not going to go whistle running through the front door. That was our first mistake. There we go. Now we only got 2. Let's see if we can just knock them off the cliff. Alright, we're going for it. Come here, you. You ain't got no chance. Called my shot. Oh, I don't want it. Didn't want it anyway. Thanks to whoever gave me that tip about how if you deflect their arrows when they shoot them at you, that you get 3 instead of 1. Beautiful pro tip. Excellent for the 2 things, I guess. For getting better at shield parrying and also for arrow farming. Alright, you big tree stump looking Korok, whatever you are, dude. Maracas. Shakalaka. Those are my maracas. Oh, are you guys saying you want an off-topic thing in the Discord? I feel like general is good enough for off-topic. Korok seeds inside are gone. Yeah, those bastards. By the way, you guys were saying something about Korok seeds during one of the cutscenes, and you said I think it was like 300 or 399. It's actually 999 before you get the big piece of poop. But you only need something like the 300 whatever to expand all of your inventory parts to the maximum, and then after that the game is just trolling you. Now, one thing that I would love to see is if there is a save file transfer from this game to Breath of the Wild 2. If you're able to like go into that game with the stuff that you acquired in this game, being a direct sequel and on the same platform, video game system, whatever, you do get the Korok seeds from me in the Forest Children. I think that would be so cool because the enemies could still scale up. You know, like for a little while you'll be facing red bokoblins, then you'll have like a blue one, then like a silver or black or yellow even if you're playing master mode, golden. Let's get that weapon stash upped. Shaky Shaka. So I really, my first, or actually my last time playing through this game, I do still have 2. Yeah, let's do the weapon stash again. Yeah. Good stuff. B, all your fan art is fun for my stuff. It's a great style for what I'm going for on my channel. So don't degrade your own work by saying it's crap before you've even seen it. Let me be the judge. You're gonna be your own worst critic. I need to get back to Grandpa yells at me, Shoko. Sorry, I have to go, but still need Korok seeds. Bring them to the Korok forest. I'm sure I'll see you at a stable somewhere along the way. Actually, is he gonna be at the stable we just came up the way from? Interesting, because I know you see him at a stable before... Don't worry, buddy. I don't need to talk to you no more. Bye-bye. I'll see you around for sure. We're going to Kakariko, and then we're going to wrap up the stream. Oh, who there? I'm gonna try it out. Let me just wait for this one. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Oh, somebody's in danger. Oh, I ain't gonna mess with it. Let me go save this damsel. Wait, really? Was that... You were scared of the guy that he was facing me. He was fighting me. I was the one in danger. Wow, you're really powerful. I'll never forget that I owe you my life. Dude, it was totally trying to kill me. He didn't even know you were around. Don't worry. This is how I show my thanks. Sneaky veggie rice balls. Yikes. I feel like I should trust more of these wandering travelers out here, but if this guy ends up being a Yiga clan member, I'm not talking to anybody ever again. Climbing cliffs is a challenging rainy day. For an old hand like me, best just wait for those rain... Okay, yeah, I got you. It's slippery on the rocks. Selling a few things, pick up my travels. Doesn't cost to look. I don't got enough money for you. I got a fairy fountain to unlock. Oh, another Korok puzzle, real quick. So one thing I do is I always solve the Korok puzzles unless there's something extremely like time sensitive going on, and if it's something that I'm just like, ah, damn, I can't figure this one out right now, and I just got to move on, I'll mark it on my map. But other than that, always do the Korok puzzles when we have the chance to do them. That way we just move on and don't have to think about them anymore, and we'll be ready to expand our inventories and stuff a little bit more efficiently. Alright, almost to Kakariko. Yo, a ton of your art is concept art? Yeah, well, this is a concept channel, I guess, essentially right now. The concept is play games, give a commentary that gives some sort of value, and have a multi what's the word I'm looking for? It's a conversation, multi-log, not a dialogue, a multi-log, yeah. I'm playing this game, and I'm sure I could be doing certain things better, but I also could be doing certain things a lot worse. You say you don't like everything about your drawings. Well, every single time you draw, you kind of iron in your style, whatever you're going for, a little bit easier. And like me, for example, every single time I try to do a stream, I figure out the settings on the streaming software and cause myself much less headaches every single time. So we're gonna get this shrine just so that we can warp here whenever we want. We don't have to run through all that stuff over again. Mothman posted some fan art. Yeah, posted in the Discord. I like to check out the Discord after I finish streaming. Okay, so here we are at Kakariko Village. We're not gonna even go digging really deep into it right now. Oh, let's go get the fairy fountain. Actually, we did get the money for that. We'll get the fairy fountain. That'll be a great way to end the stream. We don't even have anything to have upgraded yet. You guys gonna get to see the glowing blue bunny? There he is. Hell yeah. Give me that money, bunny. What's that? Oh, sorry guys. Okay. Oh boy. Coming in hot, scaring fairies. There we are. That's what I was looking for. A 3 out of 4 ain't bad. They respawn. No need to mention the grinding arrow thing. That's just how you grind them. I'm Great Fairy Court. This place was once a beautiful spring, but as time passed, fewer and fewer travelers arrived to offer me rupees. As a result, my power has abandoned me. I'm nearly powerless now, so I beg your help. I need rupees to become whole again. All I need is 100. The first time I played through this game, and I'm sure like many, I don't know, maybe I got trust issues, but I really thought this was a potential scam. I was like, what is this? You only need 100 rupees to do so? I'm just going to give it to you? But you are a giant inside of a flower petal, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, as we came prepared. Oh, you say there is a girl around here that's a Yiga. Yeah, I know. They're all over the place. You gotta watch out. I mean, it's not too long before you have enough power to just whoop those chumps. It's overflowing. Bro, Tony, can you teach how to edit? I want to start an art channel and need help with that. Well, I feel like teaching people how to edit wouldn't be in line with this new direction that I'm going with the channel, but I can most certainly talk about editing techniques while I'm doing the streams here. That would work. So really quick Cliff's Notes, because I'm not going to go long on this since we're towards the end of the video. What software are you using? And I mean, like, how long have you been editing? Or have you been editing yet and you're just getting into it? You'll fall asleep to a great fairy music. Yeah, it is soothing. Have I tried the Trial of the Sword? Oh, I've done the Trial of the Sword, Kevin. I didn't do it all the way through on Master Mode, but I did it all the way through on regular mode twice. Okay, we don't have anything to get upgraded right now, because all we have is this one outfit, the doublet, and the worn clothing. And none of those, actually, we'll take a look, but none of them can even be enhanced. These are all articles of clothing that we're eventually going to sell. We will sell these, because they're just going to clutter up our inventory eventually, once we get the Rito warm suit, and these things are garbage once you have just about anything else. Actually, not just about. Once you have anything else, these are garbage. There's no reason to keep them. Anyway, yeah. Just started to edit. Keep dying at the light. Yeah. I'm sure that there's techniques that you could do that'll, like, the game, it does give you ancient arrows. So if you save your ancient arrow for the Lionel and just shoot him really quick, it'll kill him in one shot. So that's a nice, easy thing to do. But, I mean, you got to conserve them, too, because it's not just the Lionel to look out for, right? So, yeah, if you just started editing and you're looking to get into it more, if you have a Mac, you can get iMovie. It's on there. It's easy. If you're on Windows, I would just hop into some app somewhere, just search and get a free one. Play around with it. What was I using on my old computer? Shit, I can't remember. It was very basic and left you wanting a little bit more in the details. But editing video is actually really easy. It just takes a little bit of time, and you got to learn the program. I don't know a lot of the programs. I'm most familiar with iMovie because I just do basic editing. It takes time. It is time consuming, and it is enjoyable to a certain degree. But after a little while, I just start getting bored of it, and I'm just like sifting through a bunch of files and whatnot, and it's the same through when I'm editing words. When I'm looking at writing, you know, it's page after page after page. They all start blending together. It's like, where was this written? It was like 4 pages up, 5 pages up. Especially if you're reading it on a screen, as opposed to like hard copy paper. But I digress. Editing is not my passion, but I am somewhat well versed with it. So cool. Yeah, I'll help you out with that on the next stream. Definitely hop in next time, and if you have any more specific questions about editing, let me know what software you got and all that stuff, and we can continue that conversation there. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me for my first Breath of the Wild stream. My first Breath of the Wild stream that's not private. I did one of Guardian hunting, but that's neither here nor there right now. We don't have to talk about that. You guys have been awesome. Man, I'm at a loss for words. I really am. Like, you guys touch my heart with the fact that people are actually on here watching me play a game that's been out for 3 years and just hanging out having a good time on a Sunday night. So it's getting late. Catch you guys next time. Stay cool. Stay empowered. Stay well. Catch you next time. I'm out.